Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to wait a little bit more to see who can join us. We're going to be looking into what this full moon is going to bring to each one of the zodiac signs. Hello, hello. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I know it's late. It's 4 in the morning. We just finished spell work. But I was very drawn to see exactly what spirits have to say to each one of the signs for this full moon. Let me know if you guys can hear me, please. Welcome for those that are just joining. You guys can hear me. Awesome. Thank you, AB. So we're going to be looking at what this full moon is going to bring to each one of the zodiac signs. We're also going to focus on some of the shadow work that needs to be done. Are you guys ready for this full moon? Are you guys excited? Hello, Erica. I know it's hella late, you guys. Like I was saying, we just finished spell work and I was being very pulled towards communication. So here we are. Good morning to everyone. Are you guys excited about this full moon? Are you guys ready for rituals, manifestations? It's 7 a.m. for some. Yes. You guys are starting off your day bright and early. July is always a mess for you? Oh, God. Hey, Ghost Warrior. 6 a.m. in San Antonio. Oh, so you guys are ready to start your days. That's good. My day hasn't ended since yesterday. I just finished work. All right, so we're going to get to it. We're going to look at every one of the zodiac signs, see what this full moon is going to bring. We're also going to be looking at some of the shadow work that may be needed, some of the messages that are going to come through from your spirit guides. And then if you guys have any questions in regard to spell work, manifestations for this full moon, we will be taking some questions at the end of this, okay? So first time catching you live. Awesome. Blessings to you, sweetheart. So we're going to get to it. All right. I call upon all my wise and loving spirit guides, spirits of light and love, my ancestors and archangels. Please step forward. Allow us to receive the messages that come through. Allow me to open up as a vessel of communication. Let it be you who speaks through me for each one of the zodiac signs. Allow us to see clearly and concisely what are the messages that you have for this coming full moon that we're experiencing now. Blessings to everyone that's coming through. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. So we're going to start off with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Spirit guides, what are the messages that you have for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in regards to this full moon that we are currently experiencing? What can they expect? What changes are coming towards them? Welcome for everyone that is just joining. Blessings to all of you guys. So we're going to start off with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Here we go. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys are excited about this full moon. I'm hella excited. I'm a Capricorn, so it's in my sign. Finally out of retrograde with Mercury, you guys. How are the energies? Been crazy for some of us over here. All right, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see what is unfolding for you. Hello, everyone. All right, so we have the 9 of Swords, a lot of anxiousness. I feel that this is restlessness energy. Could be because, keep in mind, even though Mercury has gone direct, it's still it affects us for the next 3-4 days, even up to a week. So again, I feel that this is energy that could be passing in past energy, restlessness. We have the 9 of, oh, you guys have 2 9s. So there is spiritual awakenings for a lot of you Aries. For some of you guys, this could be almost like kind of an awakening that you guys are having on a spiritual level. For some of you guys, there's a lot of anxiousness and worry in regards to the future. So this could be career-wise, this could be relationship-wise. It's almost like you guys are taking inventory in regards to where you're at this point in your life. Keep in mind with this full moon in Capricorn, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Saturn is all to do with, are you happy where you're at right now? If you're not, what is it that you're doing? It's all about self-responsibility here. So I feel that for some of you guys, you may be experiencing a bit of pressure. Now you do have here the 7 of Pentacles. So again, I feel that for some of you guys, career moves, investments, they're telling you here, be wise about your spending, be wise about your money. If you guys are in a situation in regards to career where you feel like you've been stagnant or you haven't been able to move forward, what they're telling you is don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to ask for that elevation, that higher position. Don't limit yourself is what they're telling you here. In the past, there could have been stagnation. There could have been lack of progress. 7 of Pentacles is all to do about the hard work and determination that you've put into whatever area in your life. But at the same time, it's about reaping those rewards. So if you haven't been rewarded, it's time you ask for that incentive. It's time you ask for your worth, what you deserve, what you should be getting paid. Keep in mind, I know that sometimes Aries are not necessarily the type to sugarcoat anything, but oftentimes when deliberating or when dealing with people that are higher up, there may be some type of lack of confidence there. So again, don't be afraid to ask for that raise, that position, that elevation of status. Now, you do have here the 2 of Pentacles. So I feel that you're balancing out your finances. For some of you guys, I'm hearing investments. For others of you, starting businesses or picking up on something that you probably put in the back burner in regards to your career and finances. So again, now is the time to take action, you guys. 6 of Cups here for some of you guys. A bit of restlessness because you've been putting effort or energy towards something that's bringing to you a lot of imbalance. This could be in regards to relationships. Could be someone from the past. We just recently, like I said, we're just recently going direct. However, we do have a few, I believe it's 2 or 3 planets right now that are still in retrograde, but they will be pulling out and going direct. 6 of Cups always indicates the past returning or the past knocking in your door. And this could be in regards to a situation where you felt left out in the cold or where you felt that they pulled away. Now, keep in mind, oftentimes when we're talking about Mercury, especially if it's in retrograde, a lot of the times people pull away, not necessarily because they don't want to deal with you, but because they're kind of miscommunication happens very often. So again, it could be that you felt like you were being ignored. That's quickly going to be changing, okay? All right, my lovelies. Now let's go to Taurus. Actually, before we go to Taurus, let's see what you need to work on releasing for this full moon. Spirit guides, please show us what is it that Aries needs to let go or work on, their shadow work. What is it that they need to focus to be able to overcome? Thank you, Spirit. So we have wistful and running. So here's the thing. And this is a kind of like something that correlates with the past reading that we recently did for Aries. There is a situation in regards to, this could be emotions. For some of you guys, it's kind of like, it's really difficult for you guys to put your guard down. It could be because you've been through hell and back. So you're extremely guarded. Whenever you feel like you're connecting with someone, when we're talking about emotions and relationships, you have a tendency of being very intense and passionate. But for some of you guys, it could be almost a feeling like after the intensity kind of goes down, either you lose interest or you feel like you want to pull away your energy or you kind of go in this defensive mechanism of trying to pull back your energy. And it could be because you oftentimes have a tendency of running away, whether it's running away from your feelings, holding back and not expressing exactly what's being bothered or what's bothering you at the present time when we're talking about relationships. And this is something that you need to let go of. This is something that you cannot continue doing, because in doing so, it's preventing you from being able to evolve, being able to grow, or even being able to grow emotional wise. So again, it's about not running away from your emotions and acknowledging them, expressing when you're being triggered or when you're being bothered, versus just, kind of holding back and basically jarring up those feelings until you feel the need to explode. So again, it's about emotional maturity. All right, so we're going to go now with Taurus. Okay, Spirit Guides, what are the messages that we have for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? What is it that is unfolding before them? What is this full moon bringing to them, Spirit Guides? What are the messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? What is unfolding before them? What can they expect for this coming full moon? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Here we go. Okay, one more. Thank you, spirits. We have the Four of Wands, growth, stability. Two of Cups. Never mind, we're talking about relationships now. For some of you guys, looking towards the elevation of some type of commitment. For others of you, this could represent new love coming your way. What they're saying here with the Four of Wands and the Two of Cups is that at the present time, what this full moon is going to do, it's gonna bring to you almost like an aha moment or a feeling of clarity, where you're able to understand fully what it is that you crave, what it is that you want when we're talking about relationships. And it's also about being extremely focused on what you're trying to bring towards you when we're talking about relationships. So again, if you've been in a relationship for quite a while and it just hasn't evolved or hasn't got to the point of some type of commitment, I feel that there's going to be a situation that arises on this full moon or the coming days where you're going to fully be able to see the grander picture, or see, like, have this moment of realization where you're like, yes, this is the person that I want to be with. And they're giving me like clarity. So again, for some of you guys, maybe you've been kind of, trying to deal with emotions, or you've been dealing with a specific person, but at the same time, you're kind of being guarded. You're waiting to see how things progress. And what they're telling you, there is a moment of realization that's happening, or that will be happening for you. Now, we also have here the Ace of Swords. So again, clarity. That's exactly what I just said. There is clarity. There's understanding. For those of you guys that are single, it's knowing and understanding what it is exactly that you look for in a partner, and no longer wasting your time or scattering your energy with people that just do not connect, or that are not wanting the same thing that you're wanting when we're talking about relationships. I feel for a lot of you guys, if you've been dealing with a situation where you're kind of unaware or don't really know where it's going, I feel that this full moon is definitely going to bring that understanding or that clarity of, yes, this person is willing to commit. This person is wanting to move things forward. For others of you, it's just the deepening of the connection, because you guys are able to fully express without feeling like you are walking on eggshells or you're holding back. Now, we do have here the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands could represent fire energy, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries energy. However, this is an energy. This could be you feeling a bit, again, being empowered. When you have a clear understanding of what it is that you want, it empowers you, because it allows you to be confident and knowing or understanding what you bring to the table. And anything that is just not connecting with you, if you haven't met anyone that has sparked your interest as of now and you're feeling a bit restless because of that, do not despair. You have been and are currently on the right path where there is some type of higher elevation or higher connection that's coming through or will be coming through for you, where you're going to be able to understand why the other people just didn't spark your interest or just didn't do it for you. And the reason is because you knew exactly what it was that you want, and you had to wait or deal with certain things from the past that you had to release in order to be able to move forward. The Four of Cups often contemplates about not being able to see the bigger picture, or not really realizing the opportunities that come your way because you're fixated on a certain situation, on a certain person. However, because it is right underneath the Ace of Swords, you're getting clarity, you're understanding why you didn't want to settle, or you didn't want to give your time to people that weren't reciprocating your energy. So I definitely do see an elevation here. Beautiful energy. So now I'm going to see what it is that you need to work on, what you need to release. Okay, Spirit guides, what are the messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? What it is that they need to release or work in regards to their shadow work. What is it that they need to work on or release for this full moon? Taurus. Okay, here we go. Running. You are getting the same card that Aries got. If you are dealing with an Aries, watch this video later on. It may resonate. There may be messages there for you. However, running could just be a representation. I feel like you maybe felt at some point in the past couple of weeks, you felt restless, or you felt like, why am I not dealing? Or why am I not, like, love and romance hasn't been that exciting lately. And there's almost like a feeling of kind of questioning yourself, right? Questioning, am I numb? Am I not interested? Have I emotionally checked out from wanting to deal with people? I know Taurus is when you get comfortable, especially in your singlehood, you kind of, put your energy and effort towards making money or towards other things. And what they're telling you is you may actually, especially for those of you guys that lately have been feeling like you've been a bit reclusive or not really putting yourself out there. Of course, we know the pandemic and everything, but if you feel like you've been more in solitude and you've been comfortable there, what they're telling you is there is some type of acknowledgement that needs to happen here in regards to your relationship. So again, running could just be a representation of kind of not wanting to put yourself out there because you just feel like it's a waste of time. But what they're telling you is you need to let go of that idea, because this full moon is definitely going to bring to you a lot of opportunities, especially when we're talking about love and romance, okay? All right, so now we're gonna go to Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Spirit guides, ancestors, archangels, please give us clarity, understanding, wisdom, and knowledge. What are the messages for Geminis? What is this full moon bringing to them? What opportunities, changes are coming towards them? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What can they expect for this full moon? Spirit guides, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay. What are the messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? What changes can they expect? What is this full moon bringing to them? All right, so we have the Eight of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles may be dealing with Earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Six of Cups here. Nine of Wands and the Emperor card. Okay. So I see you guys really putting effort and energy towards career goals and aspirations. For some of you guys, if you've been trying to manifest, or if you've been trying to, especially for those of you guys out there that are like, have been working on the law of attraction or attracting towards you certain aspirations when we're talking about finances, career, or even relationships, there is something that you need to let go of in regards to the past. So this could be relationships. But I feel heavily for a lot of you Geminis, it's almost like what they're telling me is that there is certain limited beliefs that you're still carrying. when we're talking about finances, when we're talking about money, when we're talking about stability in general. So it's almost like I see you guys really walking towards or wanting to achieve some type of financial freedom, to feel like you are financially stable. But there are certain limited beliefs that you're still holding on to. Again, we go back to childhood, is what they're saying. So whether it's in the past, if you had a difficult upbringing, for instance, or there was no stability there, or you felt like you had to grow up rather quickly and you had to provide or take care of other people. There is almost like, and this is relationships and money wise is what they're highlighting right now. So for a lot of you guys, if you find yourself being in relationships where you often feel like you're the one that has to take care of them or has to provide for them or has to basically carry the relationship, and then you end up feeling like they're taking you for granted or not appreciating what you're doing. The same thing in career. If you feel like you put a lot of effort and you often pick up on other people's responsibilities without them even asking you, but then you wonder why they're not really giving you the attention or acknowledging your effort, what they're saying is you're kind of, in a way, setting yourself up. So what I'm getting is, I'm getting like this vision in my mind right now, where you're in an office setting and I see a bunch of paperwork, and you're sorting it out, and then you turn towards the right and there's another person that has more paperwork that has to be sorted out, and you grab some of that to help them, to be the helper, to be the good friend, to be the good colleague, the good coworker. But then when you're not looking, they grab the same paper that you sorted out and put them back on their stack. So it's almost like you need to be careful not to be overdoing for those that are just taking advantage. Now, this could be in relationships as well, because see, what they're showing me here is with the Eight of Pentacles and the Emperor card, you have the potential to be in a leadership role. You have the potential to find a partner that could be in the leadership role that doesn't leave you feeling like you're the man in the relationship, whether you're a female or male, it doesn't matter. But it's almost like when it comes to relationships, you kind of feel like you're the one that has to face the world, basically. When it comes to career, it's like you do for others because you're a good friend, but at the same time, they're kind of taking credit for that. So what they're telling you here is there are certain traits about you that are going to be highlighted this full moon, where you're going to either realize that people around you are taking advantage of your good heart. Others of you, it could be just understanding that, why do I keep ending up in relationships where they make me feel how I felt when I was a child growing up, if there was no stability there, or if there was a parent that was, not as supportive or loving, and you kind of felt like you were the one that had to either take care of them, look out for them, whatever it was. So for some of you guys, that's something that is going to be unfolding in the next coming days, where what they're telling you here is take inventory of those that you do for. And if you feel your energy is reciprocated, then that's amazing. Continue on that path. However, if you feel like people often take you for granted or they don't appreciate, it's time that you basically own that energy, stop doing for them, or completely pull your energy away, or set boundaries is what they're telling me, okay? Boundaries is going to be something major for this full moon. So now we're going to see what it is that I feel that they just explained your shadow work. But let's look to see if they have any other messages. Spirit guides, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is the shadow work that needs to be done at this present time? Spirit guides, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay. Tide. So again, I feel that there are almost a feeling of it's kind of like you trying the best you can to be a better version of yourself, but people keep testing you. And it's almost like a feeling of like overwhelmingness. Like I've had it, like I'm tired of, people just being sneaky or doing things that they're not supposed to. And what Spirit is telling you is if you feel that way, acknowledge it, but at the same time, know that it's Spirit trying to open your eyes, Gemini. And I'm hearing for some of you guys, there's going to be a situation that arises where it very connected to someone that you're dealing with. I feel that this could be friends, people in your inner circle, but I feel heavily for a lot of you guys, this could be relatives where you're going to feel like extremely overwhelmed or emotional because there is a feeling of like being extremely let down. There's a feeling of, this could be as simplistic as catching someone speaking ill about you behind your back when they think you're not around and you're there. For others of you, it could come as a blow of hearing from someone else that a person you trust or you love or you've looked after, kind of spilling the tea or talking things that they shouldn't be saying about you. And it's almost the feeling of like, how dare they? The audacity is what I'm hearing. So just be mindful of that. All right. So we're going to go now to Cancer. Hello, everyone. Those of you guys that are new, morning, everyone. We are now going to do Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Spirit guides, ancestors, archangels. What are the messages that you have for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? What is this full moon bringing to them? What changes? What opportunities? What is this full moon bringing to Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Morning, everyone. Okay. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, so I keep feeling resistance. Cancer, there's something you're not wanting to either accept or refusing to do some type of change, some type of tweak in regards to your life at the present time. There's some type of resistance that I'm sensing for some of you Cancers. Let's see what this is about. Give us clarity, insight, understanding, Cancer. Okay, Cancer, we have the Devil card here. 6 of Wands. 5 of Wands. The Moon card. And the World. Okay. All right, so what they're saying here, Cancer, there is a person around you that you're not wanting to either accept that that's how they are. This is a person that is very ego-based. This is someone that is very connected to their pride, to their ego. What they say is what goes type of energy. This could be a partner that you're dealing with. This can also be a family member, someone that is in close proximity to you. With the 5 of Swords, it's almost like a constant fighting or wanting to one-up each other. I feel that this is coming more towards this person. You may be dealing with a Capricorn, a Pisces, a Taurus type of energy. But with the Devil card here, what they're saying is this is a toxic situation. So for some of you guys, it could represent like if you have a relative or someone that is extremely toxic, extremely negative, they're constantly always wrapped up in drama or rumors, or they're the ones that are often creating rumors because they like to create chaos in people's lives. You keep excusing their behavior because you're like, I love them. It's my family member. It's my friend. And you keep, putting all those issues, like just sweeping them under the rug. And what they're telling you is you need to stop trying to basically protect them with your love. You need to see them for what they really are. There is a refusal of seeing the bigger picture. And it's like part of that toxicity. You're part of that. Sorry to break it down to you. If you're dealing with a partner that is constantly critiquing you, constantly bringing you down, or making you feel like you're not worthy or you're not enough or you're dumb, because I'm hearing you're dumb, you're stupid. I'm not saying you are, Cancer. I'm saying that's what I'm hearing. that to me is a toxic person. That is a person that likes to put people down because it's a form of manipulation. It's a form of making you feel like whatever little effort they put in a relationship, that's only what you deserve. And because you crave their attention or because you crave their love, you kind of excuse that behavior. And what they're telling you is you need to let go of this type of energy, because you refusing to change and accepting and keep putting up with it and keep putting up with it, you're part of that problem. So with the moon card, it is exalted. So again, you may be dealing with the situation, or you will be dealing with the situation that comes up. And what they're telling you here with the world card, you need to let go of this cycle. You need to let go of this person. I don't give a shit if this is, your grandmother. We in the spirit and the spirit and esoteric have major respect for our ancestors, for our elders. That is like a 100%, like you have to. But I'll tell you this. I don't care if you're my grandmother, if you're toxic to me, if you are stirring up shit and just creating more drama around other people, I'm going to put you in your place. Because see, respect and trust is earned. And if they continuously keep letting you down, or, being, like I said, manipulative, this is something that if you don't put your foot down, they will continue to do. And you can't sit there and complain about it because you're allowing them to continue that type of energy. So again, the world card is that of ending and creating that ending cycle of toxicity in your life, and being able to, go into the next cycle in your life, knowing and understanding that you deserve to be treated the way you treat others, Cancer, okay? Now, if you are on the shadow side of Cancer, you need to be careful, because what they're saying here is you're almost going to be experiencing like quick or automatic karma in the next coming weeks. So what I mean by that is, if you're sneaky, if you're going behind people's backs, if you're going behind your partner's back, and up until now you haven't been caught, just be mindful, because there is toxicity that will be illuminated, meaning things will come to the forefront, and there's no denying or hiding that. So just be mindful of that, Cancer. All right, let's see what it is that you need to work on your shadow side for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Spirit guides, what are the... Okay. You see, this is the energy that I was sensing automatically when I seen the Devil and the Six of Wands, because that to me speaks about a person that feels very entitled. This is a person that is very manipulative. This is a person that doesn't give a crap how they make you feel, or the chaos that they create within themselves or around other people. And they constantly play the victim role. So I feel that, again, you have to release yourself from dealing with this type of chaos. And that's what this full moon is going to be illuminating, whether you accept it or not, whether you decide to change or not. It's going to hit a pivotal moment where you're going to just throw your hands in the air and be like, I'm done. So again, my advice is cut people off that are just creating drama. You don't need that. You don't need that type of energy, especially if they are, very emotionally manipulative, or really the type of people that like to play with your head. It's an abuser. That's the energy I'm getting. I hope that you're not dealing with a partner that is physically abusive to you, but just keep in mind that if you've been trying to suppress or keep people from knowing, things will unfold that will come to the forefront. So again, I genuinely hope that you're not dealing with an abuser, someone that physically abuses you. But it is coming to a culmination. So it's almost like their facade is coming off, or people are going to see them really for who they are, or you're going to be put in a situation where other people see how they're mistreating you. Put your foot down, Cancer. You deserve better than that. All right. So now we're going to go to Leo. An abuser towards my daughter and my grandbabies, going through so much, and I didn't know who to turn to. I am so sorry about that, sweetheart, but what they're saying here is that there is going to be illumination. Things are coming out to the open, whether they've been trying to suppress or pretend, because I did hear a facade coming off. So it could be a person that likes to portray themselves as something that they're not, and people are finally going to be seeing who they really are. So my advice is, you know, if you're currently going through this, I'm so sorry, first of all, but just know that they're going to be dealing with their karma. Justice will be served because they said it's automatic karma. So just, you know, if that can make you feel a little bit better, I hope it can. I know that situations like that are difficult. I don't like to do readings about that. But unfortunately, that's what came through. I wish you the best, love. We just finished Cancer. So we're going to be doing Leo now. Spirit guides, what are the messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? What are the messages that they need to hear at this present time? What is unfolding before them? What changes can they expect with this full moon? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm glad you got clarity, sweetheart. Yeah. If there's one thing I really, really hate is people that are abusers, not only on the physical aspect, but emotional. People that emotionally manipulate, that really just irks me the wrong way, especially when we're talking about children. There is a special type of karma for those people. All right, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Spirit guides, what are the messages for Leos? Here we go. All right. Leo, you have the Three of Wands, the Moon card, the Devil card. Wow. Second time around here. Two of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Five of Wands. Okay. Positive here. So what they're saying is that Leos, for those of you guys that are single, that's not going to be an issue for the next coming cycle. So what they're showing here is this full moon is bringing illumination to you in regards to expansion when we're talking about love and romance. For some of you guys, you may be dealing with a Capricorn. You may be dealing with the Pisces or a Scorpio, Cancer type of energy. For others of you, what they're showing me here is there's a lot of expansion that is going to be unfolding for you guys. What I'm hearing is for some of you guys, especially those that have been working like with a colleague or a coworker, someone that is almost like they play off as being your friend. But when you're not around, they try to one up you, or they try to make themselves like shine in front of the supervisors or managers or anyone that is of higher position. I feel that this person is going to be really in their feelings, Leo, because I feel that you're being illuminated. So what that means to me is you're being exalted. You're coming off without even trying also. People are noticing you. People are noticing your hard work, your determination. I feel that someone's coming towards you wanting to offer you either a higher ranking position, a position of authority. I feel that you may kind of resist it only because you feel like you don't want to take on more responsibility. However, they will be offering you a very enticing salary. So I feel that what they're telling you here is definitely take those opportunities. Now, for others of you, again, you will be, or those of you that are single. Okay, so for those of you guys that are single, what they're saying is in the next coming, and you can write this down, in the next coming 2 to 3 weeks, I'm hearing there is an opportunity or a person that's coming towards you that is going to want to take you out. So what I mean by that is it could be someone that you already know. However, they've never made themselves known that they were interested. And out of the blue, they're just going to be like, hey, Leo, what are you doing this weekend? We should, I don't know, go have dinner, have a drink or something like that. It's going to come out of nowhere. It's going to a bit shock you. But I feel that when that happens, just, be expecting, because when that happens, it's almost like a snowball effect where you're going to notice more people start to show up in your life. And this could be as random as bumping into people at the store, at the grocery store, people trying to get your attention, trying to get your number. But I feel that they are highlighting specifically someone that is already around you that will be wanting to take you out, wanting to come towards you. But I do see a lot of attention coming for you guys when we're talking about love and when we're talking about romance. So just be mindful about that and be ready. Now, for others of you guys that are in a relationship or in a commitment, I feel that there's certain things that you've been questioning or wondering. I feel that this is like your intuition. Pay attention to your intuition. Try not to ignore it. Try not to, especially those of you guys that have been dating someone and they're kind of throwing you off or throwing red flags. What they're telling you here is pay attention. I don't want you to be stuck on a specific individual when the universe is bringing to you a lot of opportunities that will be coming towards you. And I feel that you may be distracted because you're trying to make something happen over here. But again, pay attention to your intuition or those red flags. All right. All right, let's see. Spirit guides, what is it that Leo needs to work on? What is the shadow work that they need to do? Let me see. So when we're talking about rituals and tips, I will be going through that at the end when I'm done with all the signs. Okay, what is it that Leo? Oh, okay, we have a card that fell out. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we have Ghost. Let me see. Let me tune into it. Okay, so Leo, what they're telling you here is keep in mind we have the 5 of Wands underneath the moon. So that's telling me a lot of people that have been interested in you or have been wanting to get your attention may have taken them a little bit longer to make it known that they're interested in you. However, they will be, you will be dealing with a lot of new energy that's coming towards you. For those of you guys that I see a person from your past coming back around, Leo, what they're telling you here is if it hasn't worked out in the past, it's not going to work out in the present. It's time for you to close that chapter. It's time for you to move on from that type of energy and only embrace the new beginnings that are coming towards you. I see some of you guys wanting to revisit the past. For others of you, it's the desire to want to rekindle something from the past. But what they're telling you, it's time to let go of that. It's time to release yourself completely from the past and only embrace new beginnings. All right, my lovelies. Okay, so we're going to do Virgo now. Spirit guides, ancestors, and archangels. What are the messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? What is unfolding before them? What changes can they expect with this full moon? Give us clarity and insight, understanding, wisdom, and knowledge. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is this full moon bringing to Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? All right, Virgo, I'm still shuffling the cards, but what I'm hearing very strongly is be ready. Be ready when we're talking about relationships and partnerships, especially those of you guys that have really put effort and energy towards relationships, and it's almost like a feeling of they just don't match your energy, or they drop the ball, or you think that things are progressing and then they come to a very quick halt. What they're telling you here is embrace new connections. So it's kind of like, because what I'm sensing is I see a crowded room, and I see you, like the spotlight being on you. Um, everyone around is looking towards you because the light is on you. So what they're telling you is, again, embrace new connections. Be ready for a very strong connection that's coming through for you. And that's for those of you guys that are single. However, for those of you guys that are in a relationship, be careful, because I feel that with this full moon, you may be tempted. You may actually meet a person that was almost predestined to come into your life. But I feel that for some of you guys, it's a feeling of like a missed opportunity, or it's a feeling of the wrong timing. So again, you don't want to carry, or, you don't want to start something bad, because it will end bad. I hope that makes sense. All right. I'm going to continue shuffling. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay, one more. Here we go. As a Capricorn, you always have to wait at the end. Come on. Nothing is easy for us. You should be used to that. I know. You know why I do that, though? I do it because those that know that I'm a Capricorn, I don't want them to feel like I do preferences here. I don't. So you should be used to that already. Juan Rodriguez, Capricorn vibes. All right, here we go, Virgo. Page of Wands. Page of Swords. See, a lot of communication. Whoa. Knight of Swords here. Who the hell is stalking you? Or who are you stalking? Wow. All right. So let me pull this to the side. I have my decks all over the place. Okay. Virgo. So the Page of Wands, quick movement, communication, passionate, intense, communicative type of energy coming towards you. A lot of momentum when we're talking about communication back and forth. This is texting. This is social media. This is people watching you. This is people watching you shine. We were talking about illumination and people really seeing you in a different light or gravitating towards you, Virgo. A lot of communication around you. However, I do see a specific individual. I'm hearing Sagittarius. I'm hearing Aries. I'm hearing Aquarius, Scorpio energy. So if you've dealt with any of those and all of a sudden communication stop, don't be surprised if you start to see them. Like if you're on Instagram, you start to see them looking at your stories on Snapchat, that type of energy. And it's only when you notice that within a week's time frame, they will be reaching out to you. So I see a lot of movement when we're talking about communication, when we're talking about people trying to get your attention. Now, I do want to point out to you, Virgo, what I'm hearing here with the Sun and the Ace of Swords. There is an opportunity to clear the air with someone from the past. And I'm not talking about past relationships. I feel that this is like someone that you had very high reverence to, you respected, you admired. There was some type of mutual respect and love for each other. So for some of you guys, it could be a friend, that type of energy, or someone that you guys had a good relationship. We're not talking about partnerships here. We're talking about like social setting. And what I'm hearing is I do see them coming back around, trying to clear the air. Be mindful of that type of energy, because I feel that the reason why they're coming back around is because either they're seeing you do good, or they feel like you can open doors for them, Virgo. So keep that in mind. Now, when we're talking about relationships, like I said, I do see the opportunity basically to pick and choose here. You may be dealing with air energy, fire energy, or the signs that I previously mentioned, okay? All right, so let's see what you need to work on releasing. No, Aquarius comes after Capricorn. All right, spirit guides, ancestors, archangels. What is it that Virgo needs to release, or what they need to work on in regards to the shadow work that needs to be done for this full moon? Oh, what is up with the freaking okay. Cat's eye. This is okay, so here's the thing. I feel that you, Virgo, are being protected right now. I feel that for some of you guys, something is really like standing out. I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like a feeling of even feeling a bit uncomfortable because people are giving you a little bit too much attention. However, the reason for that is because what Spirit is saying is you've gone through a lot of transformation. You've gone through a lot of hurdles, Virgo, especially when we're talking about relationships. I'm hearing you've sacrificed a lot. And what they're telling you now is they're opening the path for you. They're opening doors. They're bringing to you people that are wanting or vibrating to the energy that you're currently vibrating. However, I do see a specific individual that's keeping their eye on you or that is looking very closely. Now, if you are on social media and there is a connection that is done through social media, we're talking about someone you don't know that you start to message or they start to message you and you feel like they're trying to rush into a relationship, be careful with that because what they're saying here is they're wanting you for what they see or what they think you can help them with, okay? It goes back to the message of a person from your past coming back around. This is someone that you both had admiration for, but I feel like you really, like you cared for them in a friendly way. But there was a falling out or there could have been some distancing. And I feel that they're coming back around only because they hear or they see that you're doing good. And what they're telling you here is just be mindful of that, okay? I don't want you to make the same mistake from the past, giving the opportunity to someone that has continuously let you down. I don't want you to take that blow. What they're telling you is let go of anything that hasn't worked out in the past. Don't give your energy towards that because I see you really like leveling up. I see you growing. I see you shining. So just don't entertain anything that has proven to you in the past that it's someone you cannot rely on. All right. So now we're going to go with Libra. All right. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. How are you guys doing? You guys are very quiet in the chat. You guys excited about this full moon? Did you guys put your intentions out? I hope you guys did. All right, spirit guides, ancestors, archangels. What are the messages for the Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? What can they expect for this full moon? What changes, opportunities can they expect with this full moon? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Hello, everyone that is just joining us. For those of you guys that are joining, if we've already done your sign, you can always rewatch this when it is uploaded. I usually in the beginning of the readings, I try to hold off a little bit just to see more people join. So let's see. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm excited. New chapters. Definitely. You're tuned in for the tea. I feel it. I feel it. All right, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Spirit guides, what are the messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? What changes, opportunities are coming towards them? I feel like I have to keep shuffling. There's some type of resistance. You see that? Pinky, I've never seen your live ever. Well, I'm glad you were here. All right, here we go, Libra. Let's see what's unfolding. Oof. All right. Clarity, my dear Libra. Okay. So what they're showing me here is currently dealing with emotions. This could be a relationship. This could be dealing with a person where you don't really know necessarily where you guys stand. For some of you guys, it could be feeling a bit confused because they're hot and cold. There is a desire to want to make it work, but at the expense of what is what I'm hearing. It could be a situation where you're constantly feeling like you're the one that's conflicted. For some of you guys, it could be the desire to want to move on, but this person usually guilt trips you. Okay, so this is a heavy message, Libra. If you're dealing with the person that every time you try to pull your energy away, they come at you suicidal vibes is what I'm hearing. They try to manipulate the situation and they try to flip it and turn it around to make you feel like if anything happens to them, you're the one that's responsible. They're bullshitting you. Okay. And you need to see past that. Now, for others of you, if you're dealing with a person that is very, very toxic, the type of toxicity of, if you leave me, I'm going to go to your house and I'm going to start some shit. And because you don't want drama, you don't want to deal with that, you're like, I don't know how to pull away. And then, okay, let's give it another shot. You need to stop doing that, Libra. Like I said, you want to work it out, but at the expense of what? Of your sanity, at the expense of, allowing other people to guilt trip you all the time. Because you don't want to be the mean person or you don't want to be the bad person to end it. If it is conflicting with your peace and with your sanity, my dear Libra, for the love of you, walk away from that. What they're showing me here is there is a reoccurring cycle that you continuously keep going around. And then you contemplate and you're like, why can't I be happy? Why can I find a genuine connection, or why can I work it out? Da, 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 da. What they're telling you here is you do have love around you. However, you're dealing with a toxic person that is selling you a dream. You're dealing with a person that is not being authentic. They're not being honest. They, manipulate the situation to make you feel like if anything was to happen to them, again, I'm hearing, like, oh, I'm going to end it. I'm going to, if I can't have you, like, I don't want to live type of energy. Like, it is not your responsibility to save anyone, Libra. If not, save yourself. I mean, that's the responsibility you have, to look after yourself, to look out for you. Stop allowing people to guilt trip you. And this is not just relationships. This could be friends. This could be people around you that often make you feel like you have to pick up their shit or that you have to clean their shit. Drama, whatever it is. What they're telling you is there's a lot of confusion around you. There's a lot of chaos. You need to bring an end to that. And with this full moon, what they're telling you is you need to also understand when you're the one that's being toxic. Because even dealing or choosing to deal with people that are toxic, you're part of the problem. With the Two of Wands here and the Ace of Cups, for those of you guys that are single, this full moon is bringing a conclusion, an ending cycle to a struggle or feeling confused. You're getting clarity and you're choosing to go to the next cycle in your life whether it's to embrace a new beginning, whether it's to embrace a new person. For others of you, I feel that it could be potentially choosing your peace and your happiness. If you're dealing with a situation that is just not working out, when do you get to the point of saying enough is enough? Do you see what I'm saying? People oftentimes, it's kind of like a rude awakening. We don't want to look at ourselves in the mirror and say, well, you know what? You know what, Pinky? You have a really fucked up temper. Because I do. I understand that. And I kind of have to look at myself in the mirror and be like, okay, today I'm going to try to be more patient. But I'm trying. But if I sit here and tell you, I'm going to try to be more patient, and then you do something that triggers me and I react in a way of like, just, it's contradicting what I'm saying. So again, stop saying you're going to move on and then you don't move on. Stop saying, I'm done with this, but you keep choosing to put yourself in that situation. Now, on a grander scale of things, this could be you dealing with family members. And there is a specific family member that is very explosive, or that just likes to create or stir up shit, looking for a way to release a lot of frustration that they have. So it could be a person that likes to fight or argue or pick arguments. By you choosing to continuously keep dealing with them, even if it's your sister or if it's your brother, you can't sit there and complain about their behavior if you're choosing to ride with them, if you're choosing to be around them, you see what I'm saying? So it's about taking accountability and choosing not to allow people to manipulate you or to make you feel like you have to constantly look after them. It's time you start looking after yourself. All right, my lovelies. Let's see. I feel that they already told you what you need to work on, Libra, but Spirit Guides, what are the messages for the Libra? What is it that they need to work on in regards to their shadow work? Good morning, love. For those of you guys that are just joining, welcome. Libra. Okay. Sabotage. You see, there's no coincidence, Libra. Sometimes wanting to do what we think is best for our loved ones sometimes is not the best, especially if they're refusing to change certain traits or behaviors of themselves. And I feel that ultimately this either sabotage, or you purposely, not purposely, sorry, on a subconscious level, sabotage yourself in regards to finding your happiness, finding your peace, or you excuse people's behaviors. You got to stop doing that. You know, happiness is not something where you say, well, I want to be happy, but it's going to come at the expense of sacrificing some part of me or some type of, something within me that I need to change or tweak to find that happiness, or to find that. No, when we're talking about relationships and partnerships, it's an equal give and take. There's no excuse other than understanding it's the reciprocation of energy. And it's the same thing with relationships in regards to family dynamics, friends, people around us. But there is almost like a constant theme here for you Libras of, I have to give something up in order to get something when we're talking about connections, and it doesn't work that way. And by you thinking that way, or continuously feeling like you have to do that, it's kind of like you're not being who your authentic or higher self is. And at the same time, if you're dealing with people that are toxic, you're preventing yourself from growth, from advancement, because you got all these crazy distractions around you. So you have to work on that, or work on releasing what is it that you are doing on a subconscious level that's preventing you, or creating self-sabotaging mechanism that keeps you from what you really want to do. All right. All right. Let's see who's next. Scorpio. Just waiting for your turn. Pisces. All right. Scorpio. Spirit guides, ancestors, archangels, please give us guidance, understanding, wisdom, and knowledge. What is unfolding for Scorpios? What can they expect? What changes are coming towards them for this full moon? Scorpio, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Give us clarity inside, coming to guide them on their journey towards answers. Okay, here we go. Scorpio, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Okay, one more. Here we go. We have the Seven of Pentacles, Page of Cups, King of Wands, Five of Cups, and the Hanged Man. All right. All righty. All righty. Waiting on someone from your past. There could have been some type of separation, some type of conclusion. Someone could have pulled away. There's a desire to want to revisit the past or reconnect with someone from the past. With the Hanged Man here, I feel that for this full moon, there are certain things that are going to be coming towards you. This could be news. This could be rumors. This could be finding out certain things that have been happening behind the scenes, what you're not aware of, or what you had no idea was going on. For some of you guys, I feel that if you were dealing with a specific individual that recently either ghosted you or pulled away, or they came with the bullshit of they needed some space, I feel that you're going to be finding out in the next coming days that this person was not being completely honest, and they pulled away because they're probably wanting to revisit the past or entertain an ex-partner that recently came back in the picture. With the Hanged Man, you're getting clarity. I thought this is you dealing with, feeling emotional or feeling overwhelmed. And that feeling of uncertainty is what's been keeping you up at night. However, things are going to be unfolding where you're going to have a better understanding of, this is why this fucker wasn't reaching out. This is why this, dumb chick pulled away, because they were doing other things behind your back or trying to keep it on the low. But in reality, they're trying to put effort or energy towards someone from the past that they could have came to an end, or they broke up with them because they left them for someone else. And now that it didn't work out with that someone else, they're popping back up with the person that you were dealing with. And now it's got them making these stupid judgments of, I need my space. But in reality, they don't need space. They are wanting to go back to the past. Do you see what I'm saying? For others of you, there could be a situation that arises in the next coming days when we're talking about family, and specifically a brother. I'm hearing there may be news or something that comes out if they haven't really been around your family or around your parents or around you, and you really didn't know what was going on. I feel that there's going to be news coming out in regards to why. And for some of you guys, I feel like what I'm hearing is, again, specifically with a brother, could be like finding out or hearing that they've been struggling with drugs or going through some type of situation of an addiction. And they're coming towards you, or they're communicating that they want to change their path, or that they need some type of emotional support. Try not to judge harshly, Scorpio. I know I don't need to tell you guys that, because you guys are extremely loyal when we're talking about family dynamic. But try to be patient as well with them, because I feel that if they're coming to you, it's because they really feel like they need you at this point in time. And it's giving you clarity of why they have been not like choosing not to be around the family or choosing not to be around you, there is a heart-to-heart conversation that's going to be happening. Like I said, specifically for those of you guys with, if you have brothers, I feel that it may be the youngest brother that is struggling with that, or that is having issues in regards to that. So just keep that in mind. Okay. All right, spirit guides, ancestors, what does Scorpio need to work on releasing? What is the shadow work that needs to be done at this present time? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Hello, everyone that is just joining. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is the shadow work that needs to be done? Okay, here we go. We have exit strategy. Okay, so what they're saying here is, I feel that this is in connection with that of like having a rude awakening, getting news that is going to be uncomfortable for you, Scorpio. And I feel that it could be tied to what they were talking about in regards to like finding out, or a friend, family member of yours coming, wanting to get your help. I feel that you may feel overwhelmed, and you may be, again, that's the reason why they were telling you to be patient. If you feel like currently you're dealing or carrying on a lot of like burdens, and you feel like you've, currently are at your wit's end, try not to snap at them, or what I'm hearing is just be patient. Exit strategy could represent like not wanting to deal with something, or seeing it as a burden. And I feel that for some of you guys, you have been dealing with like taking on burdens, or taking on burdens that are not even of your own. However, what they're telling you here is there is, for some of you guys, especially if, again, I'm hearing a brother. So if you're dealing or have a brother that will be coming out to the open, or you'll be finding out that they're having some type of consumption issues in regards to addictions. It could be alcohol, it could be drugs, whatever. I'm not going to get into that. But what they're saying is try not to react in a way where you come off as like being judgy or judging them. And again, I feel that it's odd because usually Scorpios are not that way. But what they're saying here is just try to go with the motion. Try to be present, try to be there for them. Don't try to dismiss it. Because if you do dismiss it, I don't want you to get to a point of feeling like you regret not being able to be there for them. So again, try to deal with this as best you can, is what I'm hearing. All right. Give me 1 second, you guys. It's been a very long day. My day has not ended since yesterday that we started. It's 5:18. Let me have a sip of my tea. My voice is going out. Okay. All righty. Who's next? Sagittarius. Okay. Let's see what is unfolding for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Spirit guides, what are the messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? What can they expect for this full moon? What changes can they expect? Nice to catch a low. Oh, a life. You're always spot on. It's scary. Laugh a lot. Capricorn here. Hello, lovely. Welcome for those of you guys that are just joining us. If you are just joining and we've already done your message, this will be uploaded. When it's uploaded, just, go back and watch it. I did all the signs. So good morning, my love. Melissa. Hey, you know what, girl? Talking about that, I completely forgot what we had talked about the last time. I need to text you. I'll text you before I go to bed. Because my day hasn't ended. I just remembered, girl. I'm glad you're here. Morning, love. Did you guys all get notified by YouTube? Because I've been getting a lot of people telling me that they don't get notifications when we go live. I'm curious about that. All right, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, Archangels, please let us know what is unfolding for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I just got my Come To Me oil. Wow, wow, wow. I will be buying a lot more items. Thank you. I'm so glad you received it already, sweetheart. Blessings your way. Today, yes. Melissa, you ready for this full moon? Girl. Okay, I don't know why it's asking me if I want to show a message. Okay. Sagittarius, one more. Here we go. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so we have your card, Temperance, 10 of Swords, 6 of Wands, beautiful energy. Death card, 8 of Swords. Okay, so I'm going to pull out one more card for clarification. Spirit guys, please clarify the 8 of Swords. Okay, thank you. Here we go. Today's the full moon. Today is the full moon. Today we witch. All right. Sag rising. Hell yeah, Melissa. All right. So what they're saying here right at the center, we have the 10 of Swords with the Death card. So this is talking directly about an ending cycle. And this is a cycle that you've been dealing with or going through for the past 8 to 9 years, Sagittarius. Now, we just recently went through, very busy, by the way, the eclipses. So you guys were very, very heightened. What this means is there was a lot of reflection. There was a lot of going within, taking inventory, trying to figure out your path, trying to figure out where do I go from here, what decisions or what opportunities I have around me that are going to benefit the future or what I want to manifest in my life. And I feel that with the 10 of Swords here and the Death card, there is a complete transformation that's happening. Now, the 10 of Swords with the 8 of Swords, feeling stagnant. And this, again, for those of you guys that have been dealing with like not much momentum or not much movement in the past, I want to say 7 to 10 years, there is clarity and seeing things from a different perspective with the Hanged Man. This is elevation. Now, for those of you guys that are into the spiritual, for those of you guys that are in the practice, for those of you guys, this is your ego dying. Okay? Now, don't get scared. Ego dying is a very positive thing, and it's something that we do usually when we do initiations, when you're first starting the path. So again, if you have been practicing or have been working towards an elevation in going into the next phase in your life, having more wisdom, more knowledge, or practicing more, it could be as major as this is literally your ego dying, releasing yourself, being able to tune into your higher being able to connect with more with the energies of the universe. This is alignment, you guys. So again, I feel that for a lot of you guys, if you felt like in the past you were stagnant or things were not progressing as much or as quick or as grand as you would be able to like look back and say, damn, a lot of things have changed. If that hasn't happened, be ready, Sagittarius, because there is a major transformation here. There is an elevation. There is initiation. This is the starting point of when you understand or come to the knowing of your purpose in this life. Okay? So this is very, very strong message. This is you aligning yourself to your purpose. This is if you haven't until this day, you feel like you're not really sure what it is that you're really good at. Be ready, because this full moon coming into the next few weeks, There is alignment that's happening. There's an energy of redirecting your energy towards your purpose, towards what you should be focusing on. And this is coming on very strong. Like I said, for those of you guys that are in a specific practice, there is an elevation. This could be you being initiated. This is you, whether you're solitary, whether you're in a coven, whether you are with your, family in Santeria, whatever it is, there is a higher elevation. There is purpose. There is coming to the understanding that who you were in the past is no longer who you are now. Your desires, your wants are completely changing because there is contrast, what you were in the past and who you are now and who you want to be moving forward. So major transformation that's happening here, for sure. Now, for others of you, what they're saying here is there is a transformation that's happening. There is an ending cycle for some of you guys. This could be in connection to a toxic energy or a toxic environment. This could be, even if those of you guys that feel like if you're in a committed relationship, feeling like you continuously keep sacrificing yourself or you keep putting effort and energy, what they're telling you is now is the time to break those chains. Now is the time to fully release yourself from the past or from past experiences. You're no longer who you were in the past. And this is something that people need to understand on a deeper level. Who you were yesterday is not who you are today. And you continuously keep evolving. If you choose to continue dealing with the same shit that you were dealing the year before, then not much has changed. You're refusing to grow. So what they're telling you here is there is some type of toxic energy that is holding you back from progress. And it could come at the expense of sacrificing yourself because you're focused or consumed in trying to work something out. What they're telling you is this full moon is bringing to you enlightenment, understanding that you need to stop beating a dead horse. You got to let that go towards your path, go towards a new beginning. It's time to release yourself from the past, okay? Heavy ass energy for Sagittarians. Okie dokie, let's see. You got notified for once? Well, I'm glad you got notified, sweetheart. For some reason, I keep getting people messaging me, telling me that they're not really getting the notifications, not sure what that is all about. All right, Sagittarius. So what you need to work on, your shadow work, is greener grass. What does this mean? Exactly what we just said. There is an elevation. There is a transformation. This is you being positive. This is you being positive, Sagittarius. And here's the thing. Sagittarians are naturally blessed. Like, you guys really don't have to work that hard to be lucky in life because you have Jupiter's energy, right? Yes, we go through a lot of difficulties, a lot of trials and tribulations, but most often than not, it's because you purposely put yourself in those situations. Now, I'm not calling you out, Sagittarius, but I'm kind of calling you out. You know what I mean? But what they're telling you here is greener grass could be a representation of being able to see your future unfolding. We go back to that of the Death card and the Ten of Swords. Realizing and understanding that you are no longer who you were in the past and really focusing on what you want to bring to your life. This is purpose. This is walking with the purpose. This is realizing that there are better things in life and that you deserve them. And that's how energies work, you guys. It's the same thing as when doing with spell work. It's the same thing as putting energy towards something. If you teach yourself to not only be positive and optimistic, but to constantly tell yourself that you deserve the best in life, guess what's going to happen? The universe is going to echo back situations, circumstances that make you feel like you're blessed, like you deserve good things in life, because everyone does. We are the only one. It's self-actualization, what they call it. And what that means is that when I get people often telling me, you know, Pinky, I was born with bad luck. I go through so much bullshit, and it's like, okay, take a step back and think about what has changed in a year. Has your mentality changed? No, well, you know, since I was a little kid, they used to tell me I had bad luck. Okay, so you grew up thinking you have bad luck. So the more your belief system is what empowers what manifests for you. So this is you, Sagittarius, understanding that you want better, but also realizing that you deserve better. And the moment you align yourself to those two things, the knowing and the understanding, then the universe is going to bring to you opportunities, circumstances, people, situations that are going to make you feel that you're blessed and that you do deserve better. And the more it happens, the more you start to empower that belief system that you deserve better. So embrace that energy. This is beautiful energy, Sagittarius. All right. Let's get into it. All right. Who's next? Capricorn. Capricorn is next. Yes, you guys, hit that like, show support. Excuse me. Let me drink a little more tea because my throat is... Hey, Harold, how are you, sweetheart? You're very welcome, Melissa. You guys don't forget to hit that like. All right. Capricorns, let's see what is unfolding before you. Spirit guides, ancestors, archangels. What are the messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? What changes, what new opportunities are coming towards them for this full moon that is in their sign? Give them insight, understanding, wisdom, and knowledge. Guide them on their journey towards answers. Let's see what's coming towards Capricorn. You're doing good. I'm glad to hear it. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see what is unfolding. What is unfolding before you guys? What is coming towards you? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You guys ready? Capricorn. Okay, here we go. Capricorn, you have the Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. Okay. Queen of Cups, Chariot. Okay. All righty. Right at the center, Ace of Pentacles. Growth, finances, career. Obviously, you guys know at the end of the readings, when we're done with the last reading, I'm going to be giving you guys tips. If you guys have questions in regards to spell work or anything like that for this full moon, you guys can shoot your questions when we're done with this. But Ace of Pentacles is indicating an opportunity that's coming towards you that is going to bring to you advancement with the Ten of Swords. There is an elevation that's going to be happening, Capricorn. Ten of Swords indicates an ending cycle. There's an ending cycle of restrictions. This is something that you've been working very hard towards or wanting to achieve some type of financial freedom. What they're telling you here is there is momentum when we're talking about career and when we're talking about your finances. So if you've been struggling or kind of having difficulty balancing your finances, that's quickly going to be coming to an end. Now, keep in mind, Capricorn, the full moon is in your sign, so it is exalted. What that means is clarity. This is you having a crystallized idea or vision of what it is that you're wanting to manifest, what you're wanting to create, what you're wanting to put effort towards. This is you really analyzing the past with the Ten of Swords. This is you looking towards the past, looking at everything like the obstacles, the difficulties, the lessons, the heavy shit. This is you looking at that and coming to the understanding of how much growth has happened from those obstacles, those difficulties. Again, if you've been struggling in regards to finances, this is directly speaking about your career. There is an elevation that's going to be happening here, especially because we have the Chariot. And the Chariot is that of with the Queen of Cups, getting or feeling emotionally fulfilled, because there is success here. Now, for those of you guys that have been dealing with a water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, I feel that they were very guarded. They were not extremely open. And I feel that you were at some point willing to put effort. The moment you felt that they were restricted, or the moment you felt like they were kind of, pulling their energy away, with the 10 of Swords, there is an understanding of, I am no longer chasing what is not putting effort. This is you coming to and here's the thing, something that maybe you guys didn't know. Capricorns have a tendency of becoming emotionally invested in those that are very difficult to attain. It's a what's the word I'm looking for? It's almost like a dominions type of dynamic. However, this is you realizing that, Capricorn, and no longer putting effort or energy towards people that are not reciprocating or people that are not matching your energy. There is a ending cycle of reminiscing about the past or allowing people from your past to come back around. If you've been dealing with a partner that is very inconsistent, a person that is toxic, and you continuously keep revisiting or giving them the opportunity because you want to work it out, because for some of you guys, maybe commitments involved. Maybe you have children with this person and you just don't want the family dynamic to fall apart. You are awakening your higher self and understanding that you're no longer going to sacrifice yourself to make other people happy. You're learning to put your foot down. You're learning your worth, Capricorn, and you're learning to only invest in those that are reciprocating your energy. And this is something that is coming on very strongly. Now, for others of you, I do see a change in career. Now, don't give me that if I've been doing this for 20, it don't matter. They're telling me for some of you guys, there is a career move that you're going to be making in the next coming month where it's going to set the tone for the next year, 2022. And it's going to bring to you a lot of financial stability. It's going to bring to you financial freedom or the opportunity to work towards financial freedom. So major, major changes happening for you guys. All right. Let's see what the shadow work, what is it that you need to work on releasing? Spirit guides, what is the shadow work that Capricorn needs to do for this full moon? What is it that they need to work on releasing? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, here we go. Hot and cold. What did we just say? Oh, that's so funny. Okay. So I'm not laughing at my spirit guides. I'm laughing at the cards that they correlate with the messages that channel. Okay. So hot and cold is exactly that. You're no longer having the time, the energy, the effort of dealing with people that are very inconsistent, Capricorn. And this is something that I feel that for the past year and a half, you guys have been working on. And I see you guys doing much better in regards to that aspect. But what they're telling you is that for what you should be working on in regards to shadow work is dealing with people that are inconsistent. Stop giving people more opportunities than they deserve. And I often hear, especially for those of you guys that follow me on TikTok, if you don't, definitely check that out because I'm constantly uploading every day quick reads. Anyways, I'm constantly told on there, right, by thousands of you guys that Capricorns are cold-hearted. And I feel that that's one of the signs that are very misunderstood. When Capricorn is emotionally invested, y'all don't like to fucking give up. Y'all don't like to give up because for some reason on a subconscious level, you view that as a failure. And Capricorns do not do good with failure. So you give more opportunities than you should. You walk away from relationships only after like the 104th time that it hasn't worked out. Like you guys are very, very strong on family and working shit out. obviously Saturn is your ruling planet. Saturn is all about the father energy, right? Father time. It's all about hard work and determination. Unfortunately, sometimes it comes at the expense of self-sacrificing yourself to make other people happy. But I feel that you guys are acknowledging those toxic traits, and you're walking away from people that are very inconsistent, inconsiderate, people that are not genuinely reciprocating the energy that you come towards. So this is a beautiful energy because it's connecting very, very beautifully with your reading, Capricorn. All right. I have interviews this week, and my current boss has already said he doesn't want me to leave. I have been working my butt off. This is so nice to see that it's going to pay off. Absolutely, sweetheart. Absolutely. Here's the thing. Whenever you put effort and energy towards towards something, and if you can visualize the outcome and you feel it at the core of your bones, like excited about it, it will manifest. Because the way to manifest quicker is connecting emotions. And if you can hype yourself up and you could be excited and think about, what am I going to do? What is my reaction going to be when I get that position, when they make it official, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. If you can visualize that and hold to that thought that feeling for 17 minutes, every day, do that for 7 days, you'll see it manifest. Like, we are the only ones that create our own limitations. I love feeling that connection with my cards. And for this week, I'm waiting to hear if I got the job. Yes, I have a Leo who's hot and cold. I'm at the point of telling him to jog on. Well, that's definitely going to be exalted with this full moon. So don't freak out if you just get to a moment of, realization where you're like, I'm no longer putting effort here and walking away. All right, let's go with Aquarius now. Spirit guides, archangels, ancestors. What are the messages for Aquarius, sun, moon, rising, Venus? What is unfolding before them? What changes and opportunities can they expect for this coming full moon? Well, for this full moon. Spirit guides. Aquarius, sun, moon, rising, Venus. What changes and opportunities can they expect? Aquarius, sun, moon, rising, Venus. What changes and opportunities can they expect for this full moon? Give us clarity and insight. Allow us to guide them on their journey towards answers, removing any doubts or any fears. Here we go. All right. Aquarius. Chariot card. Wow, Empress. 2 major arcanas. 2 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and 6 of Wands. Wow. I am not necessarily, Aquarius is usually one of the more complex signs. This is beautiful energy, Aquarius. So what they're telling you here is you're going into a cycle in your life where you're no longer going to be feeling like you're constantly struggling or you're having to juggle, whether it's responsibilities, whether it's in your finances, whether it's in relationships. The Chariot card does speak about quick momentum. This is success. This is growth and advancement with the Empress card. This is Libra type of energy, Venusian energy. So this is you radiating. This is you getting attention, perhaps attention that you're not used to, I might add. With the 2 of Pentacles, having the need or feeling like you're currently juggling or there's a decision that needs to be made. Here's the thing. If you've been struggling with the situation where you feel like you haven't had clarity or haven't seen an outcome that you've been holding on to or waiting for it to manifest, that's quickly gonna, like, the uncertainty is coming to a conclusion. There is a success that is going to be unfolding. And with this success that's going to be unfolding for some of you guys, it could be in connection with children. It could be in connection with your career. It could be in connection with relationships. Now, The Chariot and the Empress card here is what they're telling me is if you guys are currently dealing with any legalities in regards to whether it's what's the word I'm looking for, whether it's to do with children, whether it's to do with custody, whether it's to do with even divorce proceedings. I mean, what I'm hearing here is there's going to be success. There's going to be success on your part, and it's going to come out to the best of your interest. Let go of your fears, Aquarius, because there's a lot of anxiety that I'm feeling with the Two of Pentacles here, and they're telling you there's nothing to be worried about. There's nothing for you to be feeling like you're doubting yourself or you're doubting the universe. What Spirit is telling you is they're going to be smiling down on you because they are bestowing blessings that you have not only these are not just blessings because astrologically the alignments. No, this is to do with karma. This is to do with, you know, well-deserved positive karma that's coming towards you, where you have done for other people, where you have looked out for other people, where you are trying to be vindicated in regards to a certain aspect where you felt like you were treated unfairly or unjustly, or you were standing up for someone that was being treated unfairly or unjustly. There is an elevation of higher knowing or higher learning, understanding that everything's going to come in perfect timing. Everything's going to come in. It's almost like what I'm hearing is there is almost like the universe is opening up for you, Aquarians, especially when we're talking about relationships, especially for those of you guys that have been single for quite a while. I see a Cancer coming towards you. I see a Libra coming towards you. And I see a Leo coming towards you. And this is almost like almost perfect timing, you guys, because I feel that you're going to be, for those of you guys that are single, I feel that you're going to be put at the right time, the right place, around the right people that are going to introduce to you a person that is going to be affecting you or that is going to romantically affect you and take center stage in your life for the next coming year and 6 months. Okay. So again, I hope that that connects. I hope that that makes sense. And now another thing, what they're telling me here is for some of you guys, with the Ace of Cups and the Six of Wands, if you're not trying to get pregnant or if you're not trying to just get knocked up, basically, be careful because I do see you guys extremely fertile from now all the way to the beginning of August. Okay, so again, if you're not trying to get pregnant, I feel that it's going to be a situation that is almost unexpected. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm laughing because I'm hearing like, oh my God, I didn't even shave my legs. So for some of you women out there, especially those of you guys that are single, it could come off like the connection extremely powerful where you're going out for social outing or to hang out with your girls or hang out with your guys. You're not expecting anything, right? Because you're very ladylike. And it's almost like you meet this person and the connection is like just so powerful that it catches you off guard, and it may get to the point where you guys become physically connected. And it's almost like it's a funny energy that I'm sensing, almost like kind of like, I don't know if you guys know what bochorno is. So bochorno represents like when you're embarrassed because you weren't ready. So again, if that unfolds for you guys, just be careful to take care of, at least make sure to carry like, protection or whatever, because I do see pregnancy for you guys from now all the way to August, like I said. And if you do happen to find out around the month of late July, the beginning of August of pregnancy, I hope you don't see this because I'm not trying to kill your vibe for a reveal or anything, but I do see female energy. So again, just letting you guys know in regards to that. Definitely success coming towards you guys, love coming towards you, and unexpected news in regards to your fertileness. So again, just be mindful of that, okay? All right. Okay, I thought I seen a flipped card. Okay, spirit guides. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is it that they need to release? What is the shadow work that needs to happen here? Okay. One, yes, I have a Leo who's on. Oh, I read that. Hit the like button. Oh, thank you, love. You're very welcome, sweetheart. Hello, everyone. For those of you guys that are just joining, if you missed your sign, once this video is uploaded, definitely you can go back and revisit so you can see the reading for your sign. Okay, here we go. Pyrite. What did I say, you guys? Oh, my God. Okay. Pyrite is striking luck, you guys. This is being lucky as F. Okay? And this is exactly what they're telling you, Aquarius, with the reading. It's almost like there is something that is changing, and it could be obviously the planet alignments that are unfolding, this full moon that is bringing illumination, with Mercury going direct, a lot of transformative type of energy, a lot of progress, a lot of momentum here. Pyrite is that of a representation of abundance. And abundance is a representation of whatever you consider abundance to be. Whether it's happiness, whether it's abundance in love, whether it's abundance in finances, whether it's abundance in health, whatever it is to you, the representation of abundance. That's the type of energy that you're going into, Aquarius. And again, they're speaking about striking luck. For some of you guys, striking luck when we're talking about love and romance. This is you connecting or finding a partner that is going to bring to you the stability that you've been looking for. For others of you, career moves. This could be a representation of, again, feeling like things are coming out to the best of your interest. This is you being vindicated. This is you really being able to embrace being blessed in a grand level is what I'm hearing. So again, striking luck in regards to abundance, whatever abundance means to you, that is what is unfolding for you. Now, when we're talking about shadow work, what they're telling you here is there's not really anything negative that you should be focusing on or that you need to work. And I feel that Aquarius, I almost like Capricorn, the last year and a half, you guys have been really challenged with the major transformations and the conjunctions that we've been experiencing. So I feel that this is finally you being able to breathe. This is you feeling like things are starting to go your way. I feel you guys have been challenged for sure. So what they're telling you here is just try to work on being blessed. Try to put energy and effort towards acknowledging the blessings in your life. Okay? All right. You can't wait to make your moon water. Oh, yeah, definitely, you guys. I have 2 buckets out there already. Yep. I mean, I go through water. I go through moon water like no one's business. But I have that ready. It's already in my shed, and I'm just like ready. All right. Who's next? Pisces. All right. Spirit guides, ancestors, archangels. What are the messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? What changes can they expect? What opportunities are coming towards them for this full moon? Give them guidance, understanding, wisdom, and knowledge. Allow me to guide them on their journey toward the answers. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Hello, my lovelies. For those of you guys that are just joining, if we already passed your sign, you can always re-watch the video. All right, spirit guides. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What can Pisces expect for this full moon? Changes, new opportunities coming towards them. One more. Okay. Here we go. Oh. Okay. I'm going to reshuffle one more because it didn't. Here we go. All right, Pisces. You have the Lover's card, Major Arcana. 5 of Cups. Okay, so you're at crossroads trying to figure out emotional wise, how do we move forward? The Devil card here. Saturn energy there. 4 of Wands, 7 of Swords. Oof, oof, oof. Okay. All righty, here we go. All right, Pisces, I feel that you have been dealing with a lot of like being on an emotional roller coaster. The Lover's card does represent, for some of you guys, it could be dealing with a relationship or a partnership where you feel like it's very inconsistent. For others of you, it's just feeling that you're at crossroads right now, wanting change, having the desire for change. But at the same time, with the Devil card here and the 7 of Swords, for some of you guys, is not really wanting to acknowledge certain behaviors that are toxic. So we're talking about, it's almost like, okay, so I'm getting different messages. For some of you guys, you may be dealing with a situation where you feel like you've hit a point where you know you have to make a decision in regards to walk away from a relationship or a partnership or a connection. For others of you, it could be having the need to pull away from someone from your past that is extremely toxic. I feel that this person comes around you only when they're in need or when they want to physically connect with you. And this is almost like I see you guys like having this fantasy or this idea of wanting it to stabilize, wanting to fix this connection, wanting it to become something that it's not. And what they're telling you is you got to see things clearly and you got to accept things for what they really are, Pisces, because this is what's keeping you from being able to progress. This is what's keeping you from being able to be open to a much better suited partner for you. Now, for others of you, what I'm hearing is you constantly go through these cycles where you're being challenged, you're being asked that you need to rise to the occasion. And when you're challenged, right, when things don't go your way, you kind of like you tell yourself, Pisces, I'm going to do better. I'm going to, stop doing this or stop doing that. But then when things start to progress in a positive way, you forget about the growth that you needed to make or that you had been on the path of enlightenment or growth. So we're talking about toxic energies, but it's almost like reflection of self. I hope that makes sense. So for some of you guys, it's dealing with a relationship where you're seeing things how you want them to unfold. And yes, there's such a thing as manifesting. There's such a thing as visualization. But if the person is treating you like shit and they're inconsistent, you're not really all that effort and energy towards making it become something other than what it is. Like, you have to be grounded. You have to see things for what they are. You can't try to manifest a relationship with a specific individual that is toxic as shit and doesn't want to change. Do you see what I'm saying? And for others of you, it is certain things that you want out of life or that you want out of a relationship. But when it comes to you acknowledging certain things that you need to heal from past experiences, you're refusing to do that. And it's almost like you fall on the path of, well, I am the way I am because of what I've been through and everything that life has taught me. And now, like, people have to jump through hoops, go through obstacles to prove to me that they love me or that they care for me, that type of energy. And what they're telling you here is you have to understand that just like you've been through shit, other people have gone through shit. And I'll tell you what, if you deal with a person like me, I'm going to be like, Pisces, I'm sorry, but like, you're not putting effort and I'm not going to bend myself backwards for you. Do you see what I'm saying? You need to understand that bad things haven't only happened to you, Pisces. It's happened to other people as well. And when we don't realize like, oh, I'm toxic. Have you guys seen those memes that lately are everywhere? Like, I'm toxic and it's like a joke. Being toxic is not the thing to be. You know what I mean? Like, we have to elevate. We need to grow. We need to mature. And it's almost like certain attributes of what we feel like this is what we are because of our past experiences doesn't give you, your past experiences doesn't give you the right to be a shitty person, is what I'm saying. I hope that makes sense. And this could be vice versa, meaning the people that you deal with, stop excusing their behavior because, oh, poor him, he's been through so much, or oh, poor her, she's been through, I'm sorry. Going through shit doesn't give you the right to be a shitty person, because I've met people that have been dragged through the dirt, have been tested and trialed, and they've been through so much hell in their life. And they are the most loving, compassionate, authentic people I've ever met in my life. So it doesn't give you the right. And it's time for you to understand that on a deeper level. And again, this could be for you, Pisces, or this could be what you need to accept from other people. Stop excusing people's toxic traits, their behaviors. Stop saying, oh, well, I'm dealing with the partner that keeps cheating on me, but they tell me they want a serious committed relationship. And I know they love me. They just been through so much. And that's the reason why they're a player, when in reality, you're not being honest with yourself, because they're showing you who they are and you're refusing to see that. And you continuously keep making excuses for their behavior. Now, on the other spectrum, this could be you that, oh, well, I get super emotional. The moment I get emotional, I start disrespecting, or I start cussing them out, or I start to manipulate them because I feel like I'm losing control of the situation. This doesn't give you the right to do that. And what they're telling you is there has to be some type of understanding on a deeper level. Why is it that you're doing this? Is it because you keep saying, oh, well, you've been hurt in the past? Okay. Shouldn't that make you more wiser and more compassionate because you've been through hurt? Because people have treated you the way you're treating other people now. And you say, I've become stronger, or I'm more defensive, or my walls are up because they have hurt me so much. I understand that. But at the same time, what they're telling you here is you got to stop lying to yourself. There are certain things that you need to acknowledge, that you need to work on yourself. And there's nothing wrong with acknowledging that, because when we work on ourselves, that's how we grow. That's how we mature. That's how we become a healthy, loving person that is able to reciprocate that type of energy and to be able to receive the same type of love when we're talking about relationships. Now, if you're dealing with, like I said, a cheating person, a person that keeps promising you the moon and the stars, but they're just full of shit and they're not putting effort in proving to you otherwise, it's time for you to see them or take them at face value and stop excusing that behavior. That was some heavy shit, you guys, for Pisces. Okay. All right, let's see what I feel that they already told you exactly what you need to let go of, the shadow work that needs to happen, Pisces, but here we go. We have pyrite, fool's gold. Okay, so what they're saying here is it's kind of like the energy of the fool. I'm feeling for some of you guys, this could represent almost like, and you know what? I understand, Pisces. I don't want you guys to feel like I came for you. Those are just the messages that I'm channeling. If they're telling you this, it's because you need to hear it. And I feel that with the fool's gold, which is what's standing out in this card, I feel that it's almost like the energy of the fool. And the fool card represents, yes, new beginnings, But it can also represent how many times do we need to go through heartbreak? How many times do we need to go through people backstabbing us? How many times do we need to go through, you know, wanting and wishing to see the best in people, even when they're showing you that they're just a shitty person? The Fool is that of, there's innocence there. There is lack of experience, but I feel that you guys have really struggled with this type of energy. So it's the choosing to remain blind or choosing to remain pure that you often want to see the best in people, even when they're showing you that they're not good. So there is a need for you to be honest with yourself. Because the Seven of Swords, yes, it indicates sneaky behavior. It does speak about, the just people backstabbing and lying and all that type of energy. But it also represents, are you being honest with yourself? Are you giving people the opportunity to continuously keep letting you down? Do you see what I'm saying? There is a need to, it's almost like that saying, like, what's the point of having eyes if you're refusing to see? And it's like, I get that you want to trust and want to see the good in people, but if they're showing you that they have a knife and that they will stab you when you turn around, and they do it 5, 6, 7 times, can you really think that the 8th time is going to be anything different? Do you see what I'm saying? And if this is you on the shadow side, Pisces, and you're the one that, continuously keeps lying to yourself and making excuses of why you're choosing to remain toxic, it doesn't give you the right to do that. And what they're telling you is you're refusing to see things for what they are. You're refusing to take self-responsibility. When we're hurt, of course, our defensive mechanism is going to kick in, and we want to protect ourselves. You want to keep yourself from being hurt again. I understand that. But allowing or making people feel like they have to jump through hoops for you is not fair. And you're doing a disservice to yourself as well, because that could be the one for you. But because of those mind games or that manipulation, again, we go back to what I was saying. If you come across a person like me, I'm going to show you the fucking door. You see what I'm saying? Like, I've done my work. I've healed myself. I don't need to go through no one's obstacles and hopes to show you that I care. If I'm giving you time, to me, time is priceless. And it's something I can never get back. So if I'm giving you my time, it means I care. But you may not see that as a way of showing that they care for you. Everyone's taught to love differently. But it's of understanding. It's time to see things for what they really are, whether it's the need to work through that shadow side of you and acknowledge, like, I can't keep testing them, pushing them away, and hoping that they keep running back to you. Like, people are going to get tired of that. And if this is them doing this to you, then you need to be honest with yourself and stop fantasizing and seeing things for what they really are, and knowing that you deserve so much better than that, Pisces. All right, my lovelies, I hope that makes sense. That was deep. All righty. Let's see. Preaching to us, Pisces, today. That's a lesson I learned the last 2 months. When someone shows you who they are, believe they crazy ass. Yeah. It's something that, I deal with on an everyday basis with clients all over the world. And if a person is telling you, I don't want a relationship, believe them. If a person tells you, oh, I'm not looking for anything serious, believe them. You're not going to be able to change their mind. They're telling you what it is that they want. Whether you choose to fantasize, well, I'll convince them later down the road, then you're putting yourself in harm's way. You're putting yourself in a situation where you're going to grow emotionally attached to them, and then you're going to end up getting hurt, and you can't really blame them because they told you. I hope that makes sense. All right, my lovelies. So if you guys have any questions in regards to the full moon tonight, let me know, and I'll try to give you guys insight, clarity. So you guys can shoot your questions in regards to spell work, in regards to any type of tips that you guys need. I will definitely answer your questions. What's the best we can tonight? What's the best what, Melissa? To do tonight? Like, what's the best? Well, you guys have to understand that the full moon is in Capricorn. So Capricorn is all to do with, obviously, finances, career, stability. So I have to sleep naked outdoors. You don't have to sleep, but preferably I would dance naked outside. Y'all already know. My man, I have so many stories about my neighbor. At this point, he knows everything about me. I'm joking. Kinda. So anything that has to do with finances, with career, with long-term goals, for those of you guys that, you know, are in a relationship and you're wanting to stabilize the relationship, make it more committal, now is the time to be doing that. Because Saturn is, you know, longevity. It is something that I would love to be your neighbor. Girl, you don't have to be my neighbor. You don't have to be my neighbor, girl. Yeah, you don't, well, most of my neighbors around here know, right? But I have had some accidents where I am all into what I'm doing, and later on, you know, it comes to the attention, and they tell me, you know, like, yeah, the neighbor was peeking. So I'm pretty sure, you know, they see this crazy witch out there doing some crazy shit. When I go to New York, girl, when I go to New York, Melissa. So yeah, like I was saying, when we're talking about anything that is, you know, long term, anything that has to do with career, with finances, now is the time to be working on that. If you've been in a relationship and it just hasn't, like, as an example, you haven't fully seen them want to take it to the next level, love workings are good around this time, because it's going to bring to you a more structured relationship. Yes. Yeah, I've been thinking of taking a trip down to New York. If I do, you know I'm going to be hitting you up, girl. Don't even trip. Hello, for those of you guys that are just joining. So if you guys have any questions in regards to spell work, any tips that you guys want to hear, definitely let me know. Now is the time. What to do for a work promotion. So if you know exactly who you're dealing with, meaning if you know exactly who decides the promotion, you can write down their name on a white piece of paper, no lines. You write their name, then you're going to turn it around and you're going to write your first name, last name, and date of birth. And you're going to do that 7 times. And you add cinnamon and you add honey, put a dollar bill, and in the dollar bill, you're going to write down your petition. As an example, I want to get a supervisor position, whatever position you're wanting to get. And what you're doing is basically you're swinging them up to be able to, for them to see you to the best of your abilities. So whatever you're good at, that's what's going to stand out to them. And it makes them more receptive when you ask for the promotion or when you put in the application for a higher position. I found a paper buried in my wall. Completely awkward. It was very weird that I was even led to look and start peeling the wall. I need to know who and why I found it. Also, are the babies crying that I hear my grandbabies, or is it just in my head? Okay, so in regards to the paper, it has nothing to do with you. So it could have been something that was done way before you got there. In regards to babies, I'm not hearing any crying, sweetheart. So I'm not sure what that is about. Any spells to get my boyfriend out of jail free card? Not funny, but seriously. Well, I think the question is, was he incarcerated for something he did do? Because see, when we talk about things like that, there is spells for that. But at the same time, if it's something that they have to pay, a debt that they have to pay, by you doing something to help them facilitate not being able to deal with that, you're putting yourself on the line. And it's just something I do not recommend. Let me tell you, because it could get bad real quick. In regards to the rituals I need to win in this case and to keep them away what case, sweetheart? You're welcome, love. Wish you the best. What are your go-to jinx removal baths? What are your go-to? Oh, to remove jinx. So, okay, so jinx is one thing. We're not talking about curses or anything like that, right? Because jinx could just be, people just sending bad fucking vibes or wishing you harm, but not actually doing the work. All right, so if it's to remove jinx, okay, so what I would highly encourage you to do, especially today, I'm not sure what time it's your time right now, but what I would do is I would get eggshell powder, rue, R-U-E, and a cleansing bath, whether it's John the Conqueror or Cleopatra. I mix both. And what you do is you run the bath, you pour the eggshells, the oils, and the roux. I usually put it all in a white cloth. Basically just dip it there, let it, let it sit for a while. And then completely submerge yourself in the bath. Completely, like your head all the way to your feet. If it's powder, doesn't matter, sweetheart. Instead of putting it like in a white cloth or whatever, just make sure to put it directly to the water. Yeah, like a big tea. But if it's powder, don't put it in the cloth. Just put it directly to the water. So when you do that, you would completely submerge yourself. When you're submerging yourself, call on your spirit guides. I call on my spirit guides to assist me in the cleansing and removal of any unwanted energy that is not of my own. I call my energy back. And sit in that water for about a good 15-20 minutes. Once you do that, when you're going to get out, make sure to let the water run down the tub and look at it completely going away from you. Or what you could do also is, if you have siete machos, it's a cologne and some Florida water, you pour that in a bucket and you're going to bathe, you're going to shower yourself, cleanse yourself the way you would normally do at the end with that water of the siete machos and the Florida water. You're going to pass that water all over your body. And you can do any type of prayer, but that's a very cleansing. I hope that helps you. Okay, let's see. Custody of my grandbabies, and so they can get what they deserve for abusing them. So if you have tarot cards, I would pull out the Justice card. Light a yellow or white candle. John the Conqueror oil. And the picture of your grandbabies. Call on your spirit guides and tell them that you're lighting that candle in specific, for the specific situation of court going your way, because you're thinking and wanting the best of the interest of your grandkids. I hope that helps you, sweetheart. So I have done a few love workings, and it would appear my job ones are manifesting, but the love ones are nope. So the thing is that when we're talking about love and romance, it's very difficult for you to disconnect from that. A lot of the times when you're very emotionally invested in a situation, it's very difficult for you to focus because you're primarily thinking of what the current situation is instead of focusing on what you're wanting for it to unfold. I usually don't. I hope that makes sense. Because I'm at the edge of losing my job. What can I do? Why are you losing your job? Is it because people are getting involved? Katie, you're very welcome, sweetheart. Also, something to motivate me into decorating my flat. I've had the paint for over a year, but I just cannot motivate myself, perhaps because I have been working my butt off. Oh, I feel that, sweetheart. I feel it on such a deep level. Yeah, so what I would do is I would do myself a cleansing bath. A cleansing bath, and I would definitely sage, especially if you just recently moved there. A lot of the times, when we live in our dwelling, whether it was the people that were there before, like you don't know what they were going through. A lot of people suffer from depression, anxiety, that type of energy. And if they were like very antisocial, that means that they spent a lot of time there. So that energy could be there, and that could be the reason why you feel like you're very unmotivated. So my advice to that would be to cleanse it, whether it's with Palo Santo or with sage, Once you're done cleansing the space or cleansing your apartment with sage, I would also light a white candle, asking your spirit guides to remove any unwanted energy and stating that only love and light may enter your dwelling. And then you light the white candle. And as it burns, you'll start to notice that the energy starts to feel very different in your apartment. Where do I get the job? The job. John the Conqueror oil, you mean? Oh, okay. I read it. Where do you can go to any botanical shop, any Latin botanical shops, they carry that. You can find that on my online store as well. You're very welcome, sweetheart. Let me see. Because no one is helping. I have full-blown proof. Did nothing. The police did not even ask the governor to help. She said no. So now I'm taking it on myself. No one help. Any lawyers, it's very difficult work and they learn. So it's the state versus the father? Katie, you're very welcome, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Blessed be. I'm happy it's helped you. Can I just pay you to do the ritual for me? And if so, I just need them ASAP. I don't want anything bad to happen to my babies. Last time I seen them, my grandson was very skinny and malnourished. Geraldine, go ahead and email me. But I need you to clarify exactly what the situation is. And he can barely walk. Before they took them, they were very healthy and happy. Just want to wait and to be too late. As well, okay, so send me, I would encourage you to send me an email. Let me know exactly what the situation is. Let me know who's taking who to court, meaning is the state taking the abuser, which I'm assuming is the father. If it's not, just clarify that for me. Let me know exactly what the situation is. Also, if you have dates of court, send that information as well. And I will respond to you accordingly and let you know exactly what can be done. It's the paternal mother versus myself as of now. So it's okay. So I'm thinking, I'm not sure if I'm understanding correctly. So it's a grandmother versus grandmother. Yeah, just message me, sweetheart. Send me the email. Yes, I get what you mean about the loved one. Okay. All right, my lovelies. If you guys have any more questions, shoot your question now because I'm going to be going off now. We've been on here for 2 hours and 24 minutes. It's 6:28 a.m. here in California. I have not slept as of yet. I'm probably not going to go to sleep, but I do need to shower and get ready for my readings. I suggest you do a reading with her. You'll not be disappointed. She's truly. Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate you, babe. I can't go to bed. The sun is out already. I just need to do me a cleansing bath, recharge my batteries, have my coffee. and get ready for my morning consultations. That is the life of a witch. Yeah, that's fine, sweetheart. Melissa catnap. Maybe. I'll try. Okay, my lovelies. I'm assuming you guys don't have any more questions. That's the life of a good witch. Bless be. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining only when I'm talking to you, Melissa. Oh my goodness. I'm very thankful for your love. Oh, thank you, my love. All right, my lovelies. Thank you very much. I will do that. I have a rare weekend off. So I'm going to cleanse and cross mode. Definitely. Oh, and trust me, with this full moon in Capricorn, it's about getting things done with Saturn's energy. That's for sure. So no more lacking. No more slacking. Melissa, you asked, they deliver. That's right. That is absolutely the truest statement I've ever heard. Reminder, Pendulum 101 video. Oh yeah, that's a video that's coming through as well. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of emails about that. So I will be making a video specifically for that. You guys stay tuned. We have tons of spell videos coming through as well. You enjoy your day too, sweetheart. By the way, Melissa, I'll be sending what we spoke about by Friday. So hopefully you'll be getting it on Tuesday. I'll message you. I love mine. You're such a sweetheart. Girl, look at you. And yes, my contract is finishing. Your contract is finishing of what? Oh, you were asking about your job, right? Okay, so it's a temporary job. Did they tell you that they're not going to be signing you on to make it permanent? Melissa, the answer to that is yes, babe. Girl, like I'm listen. Okay, so if it was a temporary position and it's coming to its conclusion and you're wanting to get hired on, my advice to that, the contract has a clause that they should put me as permanent, but they said that doesn't apply to me. Why doesn't it apply to you? Okay, so what you can do to turn that situation around is if you know exactly who's in charge of the hiring, and this may be difficult, but I guarantee you immediate turnaround, is try to make an excuse of why you would ask them for a quarter or some change. As an example, whoever is in charge of the hiring, my advice would be like, hey, I'm trying to get a soda, but I don't have change. Can you change me this dollar bill in quarters or whatnot, in change? And whatever change they give you, keep a quarter or the highest denomination of the coin. Go home, and what you're going to do is you're going to get, what's the word? You're going to get a prune. The fresh ones, you're going to get a prune. You're going to put a bunch of honey in it. You're going to put that person's name and last name. You're going to burn the coin of the highest denomination. And you're going to drop it in that jar where you put the prune and the honey. You're going to seal it. Actually, before you seal it, you're going to speak into it. You're going to hire, and you're going to say your first name, last name, and date of birth. And you're going to say whatever good attribute or quality or asset you're bringing to the company. You're going to shake it. You're going to close it, and you're going to put it in a dark spot, ideally underneath your bed. And you should see that turn around real quick. But like I said, it has to be a coin or change that they give you from their hand. So again, like I said, I mean, it's not really difficult to attain. I've done it so many times in the past. You know, you can just make up an excuse. You can, you know, tell them I'll give you $1 if you give me coins. I don't have change, whatever you can come up with. To everyone, she has amazing spell video and they work. Melissa, you're making me blush. All right, what's something easy and simple we can do? I work nights. Easy and simple you could do. What is it that you're trying to do, love? Money, career. Thank you so much for everything. Absolutely, my pleasure. What is a good protection spell you know of that is like your favorite? My boyfriend has been going through a run of bad luck. I was going to do a limpieza on him and then do a protection. Okay, so protection spell. So many. Okay, so before doing any type of protection, it is crucial and important to do a cleansing. You can't do a protection without doing a cleansing. So if you know how to do a cleansing, then do the cleansing. You can do an egg cleansing. You can do a cutting of cords. You could do a cleansing with the element of air, which is you would, you know, put some incense, whatever you're being more drawn to, ideally anything that has to do with like dragon's blood, anything that has to do with sage, anything that has to do with with mandrake root. So you would burn that, put it on the floor, stand above it, let the incense basically go up towards your body, while, you know, calling on your spirit guides, asking them to be present, to remove any excess or negative energy that is not of your own. Call your power back. I call my power back. I ask my spirit guides and guardian angels to bring towards me my completion of energy, whether it's through dismissal of people that it's gone to, intentions, focus, whatever it is. And once you're done with that, what you're going to do is then you would do a protection spell. So a protection spell, it depends. It could be, as an example, if you live with your boyfriend, you can get yourself a jar. You would put a bunch of glass. And it could be as simple as getting a beer bottle and breaking it, getting that glass, putting it in the jar, putting some water, half holy water or consecrated water or moon water. So you would fill it up half holy water or consecrated water, the other half regular water. You're going to put the glass in there. You're going to put needles in there. You're going to put nails in there. And what you do is basically you seal the jar and you can put it at the entrance of your home. You would have to bury it. Make sure that if it rains, it's not going to pop out. So my advice would be like at least, you know, bury it at least a foot. And what you do is basically you leave it there and never disturb it unless you guys move to a different place, then you would pull it out. If you don't have like dirt or anything like that in your front yard, you can do that in your backyard. That's a form of protection, and it protects the dwelling, meaning everyone in the home. Let's see. What is a good protect? Okay, I did that. What can I do to manifest a new home and rekindle current relationship? Okay, so what can you do to manifest a new home? Are you currently in the process of looking at homes? Have you been what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry, you guys, I'm a bit slow. What was I going to say? Have you been okay? So have they given you the financement, or you're just in the beginning process? That chili candle one. Yeah, yeah, that's another very effective spell. A lot of these spells for protection are on my channel. Girl, that's what I need. We in Virginia, and they gave him and they gave too much time. Yes, because right now he's a very toxic household, so it's hard to maintain the cleansing energy. I think his mom does things. Yeah, if that's the situation, like I said, he can do, but he would have to do it. You can't do it for him. You can guide him through it, but he has to set that intention. I hope that helps you, sweetheart. Okay, if you guys don't have any more questions, I think we're going to call it. Thank you guys all so much for joining. I wish you guys many blessings for this full moon. And like I said, we have tons of videos coming up. No more questions? You guys are very welcome. Melissa, you're welcome, love. All right, my lovelies. You guys have a blessed day. And I'm going to try to be going live a little bit more often. And I know that the timing is not ideal, but it's the only downtime I have because during the day, I'm just too busy. I mean, I'll try to squeeze in regular hours once in a while. All right, my lovelies. I wish you the brightest of blessings. I wish that, I hope that this full moon brings to you guys a lot of success in all your endeavors. And we'll be staying in contact. All right, my lovelies. You guys have a awesome day. We're going to call it a day now. All right, you guys take care. Thank you guys for joining. We'll see each other soon, all right? Bye, everyone.